Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to do something a little bit different, which is going to be a paranormal deep dive on the Cecil Hotel. So I asked my community what kind of video we wanted to see, as I had a couple videos coming out that were of similar taste. So I'm like, I want to try something different. So I put out there a couple options, and Paranormal Deep Dive won. And I was like, okay, Paranormal Deep Dive. What would be something interesting that people would want to see a paranormal deep dive on? First thing that came to my mind was like, oh, it's a hotel. And then I'm like, maybe not. And then I'm like, wait a second. The Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California is such a very interesting location. There's been paranormal goings on. Apparently, there's allegedly lots of crime. It's been visited by two serial killers, allegedly, where they did their dirty deeds. And so I wanted to just take a look at what's going on at the Cecil Hotel. Is it haunted? If it's haunted, who, what, when, where, why, huh? And what's kind of the energy or the vibe around the place? And can it be switched or changed, or has everything that's kind of accumulated there, uh, allegedly, in my opinion, led to it kind of being like a hotbed for not so legal activities, allegedly conspiracy, whatever, my own opinion. So without further ado, I want to get into this reading, see what I can see, and see what's going on with the Cecil Hotel. And is it haunted? Is it not haunted? And what's the energy or vibe around it? So, without further ado, just remember, as I'm going to be going through all of this is going to be alleged and for entertainment purposes only. My own opinions, thoughts, and ideas. So, no truths, no facts, other than what I have found online, on some allegations or stays and stuff like that. So, if you would like to use this information I'm sharing here as tarot as a tool, please do so to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. If you don't, that's fine as well. So, these cards that I'm shuffling here is the Thelma Tarot. And shuffling a little bit more difficult than what I would expect. So let's just take a look here. And the first big question I'm looking to answer is, what or who, is the Cecil Hotel haunted? So, Four of Swords reversed is like the center of everything. Also, this is just a little, I don't know what YouTube's policy on showing human anatomy is, but on some of my cards, I do have all of these little wonderful stickers to just kind of cover things. So don't be alarmed there too much. Four of Swords reversed. Is it haunted? It's a resting place for many. It's like we're taking refuge from, it's a refuge from like the outer. Interesting. Okay. The Lover's reversed. Wands. Ace of Cups. Knight of Wands reversed. Going for that challenges, what's going for them in the past, in the future. Okay, so do I think the Cecil Hotel is haunted? 100% yes. Why I'm saying that? So at the center of it, we have the Four of Swords reversed. So Four of Swords is all about rest, relaxation, taking time that you need to kind of plan out your next move. Seeing this reversed, what I'm getting is we are it feels like it's overstaying our welcome. It's like you're supposed to be there, then move on. Supposed to be there, then move on. And it's like they're not able to move on. It's like we're staying stuck somewhere. We're not able to rest, relax, then move and plan. It's like we get there and then we have to stay there. Is kind of what it's feeling. It's like it should be a place of refuge, which is kind of like the hopes and fears up here with the Ace of Cups. It's like this is supposed to be a place of safety, of love, of acceptance. But it's anything but. It feels like, because it's like they're getting stuck there. Yeah, they're getting stuck there. It's like you have to pay your taxes. You have to pay, like you've stayed. I'm getting the the song Hotel California is kind of running through my head, where it's like uh, you can always stay but you can never leave kind of vibes here, because it's like, or you can check out but you can never leave. Interesting. So like what I'm, it's like, because like with the four of swords, the lovers is like this is a bad deal gone wrong. It's like a relationship, whether that be romantic, non-romantic, or like a deal. It feels like in this place, it's like it's a bad deal. Like you thought you could come and stay, rest, relax, and now you can't leave, because you made a bad deal. You have to pay your dues, or you have to pay your dues, and the dues really steep to stay there, even if it's just for a little bit. And now you have like this huge burden to carry, or you have this huge, like, essentially debt above you that you must pay. And again, the hopes and fears is like this is supposed to be a place of refuge, a place where we come, we stay, and then we can leave to move on to the next place. Down here we have as unseen obstacles is the Knight of Wands reversed, which makes me believe that there's an individual, or I don't know if it's like an individual, if it's an energy, or if it's like a certain potentially alleged entity or something that kind of like keeps things there. It's like aggressive. It's like the wheeler, the dealer, but also like the person who's like, oh, you can stay, come in. Uh, and then it's like, now I want to leave. And they're like, no, we're going to bully you to staying in, is what it feels like. Then we have over here as the challenges is the Five of Wands. Okay. So the Five of Wands is like a lot of internal strife. I like to see Five of Wands upright is all about arguing with other people. Five of Wands reversed, I always like to see arguing within oneself. So like with the Five of Wands reversed, I'm like, as this is the challenge, is like individuals who like stay, or spirits that don't leave, or like are there to like take refuge and then move to the next checkpoint. Like these are individuals or spirits, or entities that have like a lot of internal strife with them, or like they're individuals or entities or souls that are as they're kind of like confused and or dazed is kind of like what I'm getting. It's so like, say someone passes on, and when you pass on, sometimes it's very clear, but for these types of individuals that I think that like they're getting stuck there, all alleged in my opinion here, call me a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, and I will grab the red type or red string and put it everywhere. But what I'm feeling here is like these people who have passed on, who are kind of like getting sucked into what I'm alleging is the Cecil Hotel, is like they're dazed or they're confused, and then like they stumble to a place to potentially at least get their bearings, and then by the time that they get their bearings, they realize they got trapped somewhere, is kind of the feeling here. What's going for this place is that decisions were made that kind of led to things going, because we have the Two of Swords here, but this is also the Moon. Like I'm getting drawn to the Moon card here, which is, as you're like, in my opinion, passing on, and like I said, not everything that I'm saying like what I'm picking up might not be what other readers who have like done readings on this are picking up or explaining, but as everything's up to its own interpretation. But generally, like what I'm feeling here is that with this location being haunted, it's like, because I think it's real haunted. With the moon card here is that like there's it's like there's a decision to be made whether you stay or whether you go, and it feels like you have that decision. And there's like individuals are, it's not that they're getting, no, they're stuck. Like they get, like they have a burden that they have to carry. They have a debt to pay. And it's weird showing up here with the Two of Swords upright. It's kind of like, oh, this is what's going for you. It's like you have a decision whether you want to go there or you want to keep moving on. I'm even feeling like around the Cecil Hotel, like that area is like supercharged haunted. Like supercharged haunted, or it's like a, oh, the veil is thin there. Okay, I'm gonna go maybe a little bit off the deep end. If you agree with me, you agree with me. If you don't, you don't. If you're still questioning and you're looking to gather more information, awesome. But seeing here, like what, like I'm just looking around. It's like I'm like at the Cecil Hotel, and now I'm like looking around it, and it's like I just see shimmer, like shimmering of some sort. It's like the veil is very thin at this location or where this is right now. And I know that there's like a lot of theories out there on like what is the afterlife? What are we actually picking up when things are haunted? What is it? This, that, and the other thing. I haven't done a ton of research on it. Maybe I should if you guys would be interested in me doing like a deep dive on like getting more information and coming well informed and being like, oh, these are some things that we could possibly break down. Let me know. Maybe I could do like a completely separate video on that, which is like different than the tarot that I'm doing. But looking here, it's like the veil is thin. And like when I say thin, I mean like thin. Like if you just like like just pull the curtain like slightly, like you can just step to the other side or something else can step from the other side into this side. That's what I'm really feeling. It's like we have a lot of layers around this area and a lot of, yeah, it feels like layers where it's like you have like the plane that we're on, and like we have like, and like how we interact with people, but then like if you, but then like there's this shimmery area over here where it's like a doorway, and if like you just pull the curtain that's there, like you can step to the other side, and like the other people who are on the other side can just step to the other our side, and it's like there's not a lot of energy that it takes. It's just like a stipple, whoop, and then it goes, and then whoop to our side. It's like like minimal energy, minimal effort. So like that's what it feels like. And it's like you have, so for individuals who would maybe like pass in this area and like with their souls moving on and passing on, I feel it's a really crazy because like you're dazed and confused because it almost feels like, I've never been to Time City Square in New York, but it feels like that's kind of the vibe where it's like people are moving at like rapid speeds. There's chaos everywhere. Like you don't know which way to turn, you don't know which way to go, and then it's like the Cecil Hotel's right there. And it's like, oh my goodness, there's a place where I can get out of the hustle and bustle of everything and take a little bit of rest and relaxation. But as soon as you get in, you now can't leave. Is the vibe that I'm feeling. And to like, is with like, is it haunted? So like in the past here we have the Ace of Swords upright. So like it's well known. It feels like this is a hub of, and even in the past it was a hub of paranormal activity, of people coming in and going out. Like Ace of Swords, everyone knows about it as like it's the hot topic of the town. Like, I don't think you need to worry too much about it. Looking here at the Seven of Wands in the future, though, is this located? So, like, we need to defend ourselves, but also, look here. It's a doorway. This person's standing in a doorway. I'll bring it closer to the screen. But yeah, they're standing in a portal to a doorway to a different place. So, but it is a portal. It feels like, in my allegedly all opinions, cockamania, sciencey, wackety doodle things. So Seven of Wands, it's staying a portal. Even if the building, I think, would be torn down, the portal itself would still be there. It would just need to be reconstructed. So, like, things go in and out of it all the time. Whether that is in the 3D realm, the 5D realm, everything in between. There's so many different layers of entities, it feels like there. So, how do I want to explain this? So if you look at, like, the tree of Yggdrasil, yes, I think I said that correctly, but it's like the tree of life in Norse mythology. You would have it, like, on the top. You have the top levels of, and that's like the heavenly planes, and then you have, like, your middle ground of, like, the earthly planes, and then you have your bottom levels of, like, lower levels. Some people in maybe, like, Catholicism or Christianity would look at it as, like, hell. So, like, there's, like, the three different planes of like, energies, and it feels like at the Cecil Hotel, in my opinion, it's like you get all three of them, one on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. So, like, you get all three levels in the same location, and typically and, like, the veil is so thin that you can step between each of them seamlessly, which is not the case, which is not common. Is really what I'm kind of feeling. It's not common. It's not something that, like, you find anywhere. And it's like there's only this, like, certain areas, whether that's with, like, people, like, where there's, like, energy convergences, or, like, events have happened where energy portals have had to be opened or closed to kind of, like, allow maybe, like, a mass exodus or a mass influx of people, entities, things, however you want to describe them. And it feels like Cecil Hotel is built on, or I don't know if they're built on, but like, the energy itself has kind of, like, accumulated to this area or this location. And it's like this one area where the Cecil Hotel is located. The Cecil Hotel itself might not be, like, the energy portal, but, like, around it has needed to have such a massive influx of people coming in and a massive exodus of people going out that, like, it's created, like, this vortex of energy where it's, like, in and out, and that's why it feels so crazy and hectic and kind of chaotic, because that's kind of, like, what's happened there. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull this, and then what I want to look at is, I want to just look really quickly at, like, so is it haunted? 100%. But why aren't they able to leave? Because that's what I'm kind of getting. It's like the area around it is like a hotbed of people coming in and out from interdimensional travel, if you want to kind of call it that, where people are coming in, people are going out, and it's like a freeway over there, is what it feels like of everything. So why is the Cecil Hotel, in my opinion, kind of, like, keeping people here, or in this location? So, like, it's a hotel for people to come in and out of, but you're unable to leave. But it's like the wayside stops. Like, why are spirits or entities unable to leave? Because, like, if you stop in, it feels like you can't leave. So why are these individuals unable to leave. Eight of Wands. Nine of Swords. Three of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try and get this all righty-sidey up here again. Alright. So, let's just take a look at the center here. In the center, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. So why are they unable to leave? Well, they can't move forward. They're stuck. Well, no duh. We know they're, in my opinion, they're stuck. And this kind of confirms it. So, why though? Because I'm looking here at the Strength card with the Nine of Swords. It's like, they get stuck because it's like, I don't know what this place does, but it's like, it brings out your worst anxieties, is what it feels like. It's like, I just feel like rumination. Like, as soon as you walk in, it's like, oh, happy, hunky-dory, fun. I'm able to take, like, a breather and rest. But now that I'm resting, like, it's like I get into my own head. And now that I'm in my own head, like, I can't get out of my own head. It feels like I'm going crazy a little bit. Because it's like, I step in, get to my room, and then now I'm, like, stuck there and, like, ruminating over bad choices that I've had. Or bad choices, regrets, follies. And it's like, I can't get out of it. Ugh. Yeah, like, I can't get out of it. Like, it's like, it's like the 1,000-mile stare, being like, I can't. It's like, I can't, I won't, I don't, I'm not, it's like all of those, like, worst things that you think about yourself, like, get amplified to the absolute max. And then, again, up here, now we have the Three of Cups as, like, financial or resources. They kind of, the reason why, and it's like, because, like, you get into the I won't, I don't. It's like a groupthink sort of situation, it feels like. So it's like, you meet people who are just like you, and then, like, you all feed into each other. And so instead of, like, getting out of your delusions, you just feed each other's delusions. And then with the Six of Pentacles reversed, it's like it's like, I've overdone something. You've overdone. Knight of Cups. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Like I said, I'm going back to the Eagles in Hotel California, where it's like, you have the front desk man, and now that you're at the front desk, it's like, oh, you want to check out? Okay, we get you checked out, but you can't leave. Because, like, with the Knight of Cups, it's like, I see this as someone who's, like, encouraging people to stay. Like, I just see, like, a guy in, like, the old-fashioned, like, front desk, not in a suit, but, like, the bellhop sort of thing, and he's, like, sitting behind the desk, and, like, his little hat's askew, and it's like, he's just smiling and encouraging you to stay, and it's just giving you this fake smile, and just keeping you there. Yeah. And it's like, you think that this person is there to help and, like, encourage you to leave, or, like, go deep within, like, within yourself for, like, forgiveness. But, like, looking here with the Strength card, it's like, that's the challenge, is, like, finding the inner strength to be like, I'm okay, I can move on. Because, like, it feels like you just get stuck in your own head, is what it really feels like. And then, like, the World here reversed, it's like the cycle continues and continues and continues. Like I said, it's like you get in your own head and you can't get out. And then with the Six of Cups here, in the past, like, yeah, you're looking upon your past, your memories, and everything else, and you might not be happy with what you're finding there. Or it's like, you don't believe that you're good enough to go to the next stage. And, like, if I'm not mistaken, like, in that area, was built next to what is it? I should have wrote it down. But it was like next to some of the worst of the worst area in Los Angeles. It's got really high amounts of crime, homelessness, people who are dealing or doing drugs, hard like hard drugs too, like on top of it, overdoses and the such. So it's like, I think the people who, when they do pass, like in that area, there's individuals who probably have a lot of regrets, or souls that have a lot of regrets, but like they also are dazed or confused because like they pass, and then it's like I don't know which way to go because they're dazed and confused and everything, and there's so much activity that they're okay, I'm gonna go find a place where I can rest for a bit, and then once they're able to rest, they now like everything comes at you. So like everything that you were trying to maybe numb or ignore, you can't ignore now because those coping mechanisms aren't nearby, so now you get stuck in your head, is what I'm feeling like here. And I'm not saying like, oh my goodness gracious, like how dare they, like, no, like this is really really sad because it feels like they're just trapped. And here with the magician card upright, uh as like the future, it's like you lead yourself into your own grand divine delusion, but it also feels like there's an individual or an entity there that kind of is like a little bit maybe more of like a ringleader who kind of keeps things there or keeps people there, to and keeps them in their own delusion so they can't leave. Because it's like, if you have the belief that you're checking out but you can't leave, like you won't leave. But if you try walking out the door and people try and stop you, like, okay, now you can't leave. But if you walk out the door and no one tries to stop you, the only person that's stopping you from walking out that door is you. So that's what it kind of feels like here, of like why individuals aren't able to leave the hotel, Cecil Hotel. It's like you get there and then you get stuck in your own head, and there's no resources to help you get unstuck from your own head. It's like strength is not your strength is very much weakened. Like the people who go there, I think from all different levels, are struggling. I think would be like what I'm saying here. Okay, so next I wanted to just look at, has like all of this stuck energy, which is what I'm kind of getting. Has this kind of influenced individuals such as Richard Ramirez and or Jack Unterwagner, both who were convicted of essentially offing several individuals at the Cecil Hotel, and I wanted to see the Cecil Hotel. Was the Cecil Hotel kind of like a place where individuals who were predetermined, or not predetermined, but who were more inclined to do bad things to others stayed, or was like this a location that kind of led individuals to like go a little nutso or crazy? This is also the hotel where the infamous, I like to call infamous, case of Elisa Lam happened as well, and her mysterious disappearance. So I want to just look at, so is this place attractive? Like, does this place attract individuals who are up to no good, or is this a place that individuals go and then they're influenced to be bad people? Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords leading the charge, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, Strength card, Temperance, Imbalance. The challenge here is growing. It's going for people is miscommunication. And the past is the Page of Swords, and in the future is Eight of Wands. Okay. So do I think the Cecil Hotel itself attracts individuals that are predisposed to doing bad things to people? Yes. However, I also think it influences people a lot more than what others might think. There's not enough sage in the world to, I think, help like deportalize this place. Uh, it's like where I live. I live in an area where we have a couple old, like there's an old hospital, old nursing homes that used to be like old hospitals, and like there's hauntings up, all alleged, up to wazoo, and I live in an area where we have a lot of older houses too, so. And like these were influential houses, and like the imagery that I'm getting is that like the I don't know why I'm seeing, like, when I say portals, it's like I just want to see, like, there's not enough sage in the world to cleanse this building, but there's also not like the amount of windows. So like windows, they say, can be portals. Mirrors can be portals. And like what I'm seeing is like we want you to open up a portal in like a doorway or on a window, and there's not enough windows to get to like help all the people that are like trapped there. All alleged, in my opinion. And like, because there's like I said, there's multiple layers to this place. And like with the Knight of Swords, I also like it's an influential individual. You're able to speak your mind. Also with the Page of Swords in the past, it's all about influencing new ideas, new things, and putting things into practice. With the Queen of Wands here as the outside influence, it's another influential person or another influential like characteristic. So like it feels like the Cecil Hotel. Is it like, are people who are predisposed to do bad things attracted to this place? A little. But do I think that the Cecil Hotel has so many layers to it and people there, or souls there, I should say, and it's clamoring, and like it influences people to do bad things that they might not have otherwise thought of doing for up to like the rest of their life. So it's like this place is, it's like with the Queen of Wands, it's all about influential resources. The Four of Cups, we want you to ignore the old things and just focus on what you don't have or what you want. We need you to focus on not who you are, but the other things around you, the bad things. With the Strength card, it's like we want you to have like we're weakening the will, we're weakening who you are as a person, your morals, your ethics. Like we want to corrupt them or weaken them to help you be predisposed to, not predisposed, but like help you, sadly, help the person people who stay there maybe do things that they wouldn't always want to do. I also feel like this is all alleged. I'm not sure. I didn't do that much research. I don't know if like there are people who go to the Cecil Hotel and like they have like weird out of body experiences. And the reason why I say that is like I'm just seeing body hopping a lot, like body hopping, or like people are like jumping others and like taking over, and it's like I want to get this last high, and it's like we're gonna go find some hardcore drugs, and so I can get this one last high in this body, or this, that, and the other thing. Like it feels like that sort of thing where it's like we feed off of like old triggers, old coping mechanisms that like they as souls can't experience anymore. But like, so like they're getting stuck in their own heads, but now they want the distraction, so now they need to influence the people who can give them that distraction, is what it feels like, in my opinion. Looking here at the outside influences, lots of instability. So like individuals are, like I said, instability. There's people who influence, there are people who aren't, who are influenced. When they find the people who can, like it's like it's heyday, it's go time. Like we're gonna get what we want today, is what it feels like. I don't think it's right. Would I visit the Hotel Cecil? Heck no. I wouldn't want to be there. I think it would be like an absolute wreck of my nightmare, like of my psyche. Being like everyone's clamoring for attention, everyone's clamoring to get what they want, and Over here with the Seven of Pentacles is the challenge is like, this is something that has been worked on for years. This is something that people have been this is like the souls have a system. They have done a very good job of like planting the seeds, knowing, being able to like case the people out who are in, who are out, who are the good targets, who aren't the good targets for this. So like, it's hard work that they have been putting in and out, and like we're reaping the benefits of what we have, of what we've done. It's really weird and freaking messed up. I don't like it. And then over here with the Magician reversed, as kind of like what's going for, it's like what's going for like this whole scenario. It's like we delude, or we kind of, it's like, it's a delusion. We're Magician reverse is the used car salesman who's like, nothing's ever going to be wrong. This is all going to be right. But in reality, everything's wrong. It's like, we're selling you a false fantasy. We're selling you a story. We're not selling you the truth. We're selling you what you want to hear. Like I said, with the Page of Swords, it's all about kind of influencing individuals, how you, and all of that. And then in the future, we have the Eight of Wands. I think this is going to continue. I wouldn't doubt if there's going to be other like cases or other people or other dirty deeds that are going to be kind of be set around this place, if it does open again. I forget if it's closed or not right now, but I don't know if they have like paranormal groups going into that location. If they did, I would be like, you're getting a whole gosh darn like blessing before you go in, and then afterwards everyone's getting an exorcism because you aren't taking anything out that you aren't taking anything. Nothing can be let out that's in there, or I should say, things can be let out from there, but they have to want to be out, question mark, yay. You can't take them home with you. I think would wreak havoc on your life. Also, like I said, there's not enough windows. If you would make every window in that place a portal to be like, you can leave now, go wherever you want, there's not enough windows in the location to get everyone out, is what it feels like. And I don't know if like I said, like what I'm seeing is like a person on a bed, and they have like the 1,000-mile stare, and it's like you can put your hand in front of their face and they aren't reacting because they aren't there. They're in their own head, is what I'm feeling. And it's like, if you even snap out of that, like it's even still disorienting in some way, shape, or form. So that's what I'm getting here on the Hotel Cecil on a paranormal deep dive. I hope you guys like this. Let me know if there's anything different that you would like to see, or like questions to ask. As I really enjoyed this, and I would love to do more content like this if you guys would like. Leave some suggestions of places that you might want to see in the future, and or questions that you'd like to see answered. And thank you so very, very much for you guys for voting for it, and on this topic. So thank you again. So again, if you like this video, hit the like and or subscribe button. I have a lot of other content that's coming out like all the time. So if you guys are interested in seeing other tarot content, or if you guys want to see maybe that video of like looking at maybe like the different layers of, or alleged different layers of like how we look at paranormal, let me know. And I can maybe put together a second little thing on that for the video. So thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!